crafty, and green. Revamp old bedside tables to create this va-va-voom vanity. Transform tiles into Coolio coasters with my favorite eco-expert, Danny Seo.
Good, all right.
And it's really easy to do, too.
Quick and dirty, we love that.
Plus, Danny sticks around to turn Granny's plates into silhouette masterpieces.
Look out! Here she comes! Yeah, yeah, yeah! Oh, she's yeah, yeah, yeah! She's crafty!
Apparently, we women spend 3 years of our lives just getting ready to leave the house. Well, if that's the case, why not have a style in place to do it, right? So when my sister Toby asked me what to do with her old bedside tables, I immediately thought, makeup vanity, hello?
It's gonna look fabulous. I've already got Toby's bedside tables and the piece of wood for the tabletop. Now I just need the mirrors. There are all kinds of styles and shapes at your local glass store. And once you make your pick, just ask them to cut it to your dimensions.
A custom cut mirror isn't all that much. One this size costs around $40. And Toby's totally worth it. Hey.
Hello? So is this what you're doing with my bedside tables?
Yeah, well, I thought we'd make you a vanity.
Oh.
Something pretty for pretty you.
Oh, thanks.
No.
Great idea.
Yeah, all you
Wow.
need is 2 bedside tables, and then I just picked up a prefab pine shelf from the hardware store.
Oh, yeah.
And I just painted it in the classic white, really.
Very pretty.
You just need to leave enough space in between so you have a place to sit.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll screw it together later. But first,
We just need to make the mirror for it.
All right, brilliant.
So I've had some MDF pre-cut. It's 3 pieces. So there's a centerpiece that's larger, it's 16 by 24.
and then there's 2 smaller pieces on either side that measure 15 3/4 square.
Okay.
And we're gonna attach these with 4 hinges.
And so we just need to pre-drill the holes.
So let's start with the 2 smaller boards, and then we'll mark 1 inch.
From the end, using the pen. Mark there.
Okay.
Line the edge of the hinge up with that indent,
Okay.
and mark the hinge holes.
And then do you want to mark 2 inches from your end?
Okay.
Just take it.
I'll eyeball it.
Cool. Excellent.
We'll do the same with the other small board.
Okay.
1 inch on my end and 2 inches on yours.
The hinge. Yeah.
Okay. What's that sun say?
Much better, young grasshopper. You want to grab the big piece?
All right. 1.
Hinges. And then
For the top holes, just line it up with the smaller board instead of measuring, because
my math sometimes sucks. Sometimes, who's kidding who? All the time. Now, the pre-drilling comes in. And the drill bit I'm using is 1/16 of an inch. Nice and narrow. Shouldn't split the MDF, fingers crossed.
All right.
Want to do your side?
And how far do we go down?
about 1/2 inch.
I'm going in.
Okay.
Is that spinning the wrong way? Or am I just really?
Yeah, you have it on reverse. That's
All
where
right,
you
that's,
from.
you know.
It's all right.
All
Work
right.
it, girl.
Last one.
Ooh, yippee. Now we can put hinges in.
And then we need to use a screwdriver or?
I'm gonna try the manual screwdriver here. This kind of reminds me of Mom's makeup vanity when we were growing up and all her makeup we got into and
Grandma Kate's clothes for dress up?
Grandma Kate's hair for dress up.
Her wigs.
We're not laughing at you, Granny, we're laughing with you.
She rocked the wigs.
Oh, and you can see it is sort of splitting there.
Right.
But not to worry, that is the nature of the MDF. You'll have a little bit of splittage, and you could always use some wood glue to make it extra secure if you want. And we'll get this centerpiece attached now.
All right. Done.
Need to get the other piece. last screw, sister.
Yep.
Work it.
In it goes.
All right. So let's lay this guy down, and this is where the mirror goes on.
Oh yeah, okay.
I got a plain mirror for the centerpiece, and for the side pieces, found these cute little frosted glass circle ones.
Those are so cute.
If we lays it down like that, here's the catch. Because the mirrors that I'm using have rounded edges, you're gonna be able to see the MDF through. So I figured if we just trace that out and then paint those little bits.
That's a good idea.
Because, you know, MDF is not the prettiest thing to look at in the world.
So just mark the parts of MDF that are showing through.
Okay. So they're very glamorous. Make me think
Aren't
of
they?
like Hollywood.
Makes me think of when you were the sophisticated lady for Halloween one year. I will never forget how upset you were for being the sophisticated lady. You're like, I don't want to be a sophisticated lady. Mom's like, sophisticated ladies are good.
Oh, you found it. That's awesome. Yeah, I think I remember
Look
being
how
fairly upset.
displeased you look.
What did I want to be? Do you remember?
What I was, which was my angel costume.
Well, you know, big sisters,
Yeah.
you look up to them.
And you do have to prime MDF. It's so porous that if we applied the paint directly to it, it just sucks it right up. So 1 coat of primer should be good, and then 1 coat of paint. I think she'll do it. So
I love painting. This is fun.
Yeah.
Very cute.
that's super simple.
Yeah, great finish.
And it's cool that we only need to paint the bits that show through the mirrors. Time saver. And let's trace out the other side.
Okay.
You can see how absorbent the MDF is. The primer's dry already, so we can actually paint now.
Yep.
I'm gonna pass the paintage.
You are so French today.
I don't know. I don't know what that is. It doesn't look the same as the other one. And the paint's dry already. That's amazing.
Nice.
So,
Okay.
let's put the center mirror on first. And we are using construction adhesive today to put the mirrors on.
Because it'll give us the strongest bond with the MDF.
So we need to glove up, sister.
All right. So this is the one big mirror in the center.
That's right.
Okay.
Okie dokes. So put that guy on there.
All right.
And it's good to sort of give it a bit of a wiggle.
Push.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that will really adhere the adhesive
Nice.
to the back of the mirror.
All right.
And for these little guys, we'll put the glue directly on the back so we don't make a mess.
Okay.
Zorro.
Nice. Oh, they're so pretty.
Are they cute?
Yeah, they're great.
Let's like
I love them. And then going down.
give those all a squishy poo there.
That's fabulous. Wow.
And yes, we'll do a little something about all those fingerprints, but first,
I do have one last little zhuzh. Very glamorous, very girly.
Very French, maybe?
Wee wee.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She's crafty.
why throw something out when you can make it way cool? I found a new use for 2 bedside tables. We've hinged together 3 pieces of MDF and glued mirrors to them, and now it's time for the final touch.
So you ready for the piece de resistance?
Bring it on, yeah.
All right.
Woohoo!
A little feather boa for you.
Very cool. So soft.
So it's just gonna go all the way around the edges.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Oh, yeah, I was wondering if we were gonna paint the edge or not, but
You could, but this just gives it that extra little girly glam.
exactly.
You know?
Much more fun.
And you probably see that I got a new gunner.
I know. I noticed that.
This baby's cordless.
Yeah. You love the cordless.
Yep. So this just gets glued all the way around. Little hot glue, stick, glue, stick. You get the privilege of using gunner.
Oh, thank you. Nice.
Et voila. We have to let this baby set.
Okay.
And I still need to put all the pieces together.
So you don't get it quite yet.
I need to take you to dinner because this is a big project.
Cool. Yeah. All right. I know just the place.
24 hours for the adhesive to set. Now it's time to put this baby together. To attach the top to the bedside tables, use wood screws, then place the mirrors on top and use 2 corner braces, aka L brackets, to attach the center mirror to the tabletop. Be sure to use short screws so you don't go all the way through to the mirror. And finally, you've got that perfect place to do your face that you've always dreamed of. Voted one of People magazine's 50 most beautiful people, eco-stylist Danny Seo is the go-to guy when it comes to living green. Danny's best-selling books have made him one of North America's leading authorities on modern, environmentally friendly living. And now he's here to show me how to recycle old tiles into modern coasters for chic entertaining.
So when people ask you what you do, what do you say?
I am an eco-stylist,
Right.
but I put that on my tax returns under occupation. They get me a lot of trouble. So I write down author, but I'm really like a teacher. So I teach people how to live a greener, but more gorgeous life too.
Cool, so that's on the tax return?
Teacher of green and gorgeous life now. It just
Nice.
says author, but.
Cool. So what have you got for me?
Okay, so I've asked you to bring some tiles.
Yes.
And I've got some tile here. You've got some nice white tiles.
Yeah.
We're gonna take leftover tiles from a home renovation project. We all have these, like in the basement or the
My
attic.
bathroom, yeah.
You should save a few in case the tile cracks or breaks. You can replace it. But all the excess ones, you can make into a coaster.
Love that.
So if you just leave it here on the table like this, put a drink on it, it's kind of ugly.
It's just boring.
It's a tile
Yeah.
that you're using as a coaster. Not really great.
Yeah.
But you can make a wood grain coaster out of it, and it couldn't be any easier. And this takes no time at all.
Quick and dirty, we love that.
First step, clean it. So cotton
Okay.
ball and a little rubbing alcohol. Anything that's on here is gonna come right off, and it evaporates so quickly, so very easy. Okay, so now we wanna choose a color.
Okay.
So these are porcelain glazes. They're bakeable and permanent.
Yes, I love this one.
Oh, that's a nice poppy color. I like that. I like this, what is it, mummy brown. So I'll use mummy brown. I think that'll look nice on this sagey green. And you would just want to pour a little bit on top of the tile.
Okay.
And a little really goes a long way. And then grab your foam brush.
Okay.
We love these, don't we?
Yes. Good for everything.
And just cover the whole top with the glaze. You don't have to be perfect or completely neat about this. Now you want to grab something called a wood graining tool.
Okay.
Find this in the paint supply section of any hardware store. Very inexpensive, a little kind of funky looking, isn't it?
It very.
And then just run it across the top of the tile, and it's like magic. Look, it creates a
across?
wood graining pattern. And you'll find how you rock the graining tool, it'll change the different types of graining that come on your tile. You sort of just have to play around with it a little bit.
I don't know.
What?
Oh, that looks awful.
Okay, if you don't like it, you can just reapply with your brush.
Okay, good. Take 2. Oh, that worked.
It's fun. It's like a faux finish.
That's good.
And we just bake them in the oven for about 20 minutes, and they'll be set and permanent and good to go as coasters.
Sweet. All right, well, I'll throw these in the oven and then cocktail?
Oh, yeah. Yes,
Okay.
please.
We'll be right back.
Very good.
Very good. So I hear when you were 12, you knew you wanted to be an environmental lifestyle teacher.
Oh, gosh. Well,
I love that title. I'm not even sure what it means.
Well, a lot of young people, they know what they want to do at a very young age, so I wanted to be an environmental activist.
And I wanted to be Olivia Newton-John when I was 12, so
Oh, you kind of look like her a little bit, a young version of her. So,
you made my day.
oh, compliment, good. Wow,
So these have cooled off nicely.
they look really good.
I know, I love them.
Okay, so there's one last step.
Yeah.
We have to protect our tabletop surfaces.
Oh, right.
So put some felted, those little pads.
Yep.
For your furniture on the bottom of the coasters, one in each corner. And you're
perfect.
done.
Cool, let's do that.
Because the last thing you want is, ironically, your coaster designed to protect your tabletop
Right.
to damage the tabletop.
Yeah, that would be good.
I think a whole set of these would make a great gift, don't you think?
Yeah, they're fantastic. You able to hang around and do another craft with me?
Can I?
Yeah.
I have some ideas.
Yeah?
Yeah, so I think we can use this porcelain glaze for something else.
Okay.
And we're gonna recycle something old into something new too.
Every time you toss an old cell phone into the garbage, it ends up in the landfill. And all those toxins going into the environment, not so cool. The good news is there are now tons of places to recycle them, and the web's a great place to search for a local one. Now that's cool.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She's crafty.
Nothing pretties up a cake more than a cake stand. I got this groovy plate and this candle holder at a thrift store for $5. I glued the two together with a two-part epoxy and voila, instant cake stand. Show up at a party with a gorgeous cake on this baby and hello, are you gonna be the most popular one there or what? Unless, of course, you're there to jump out of the cake and that would probably make you the most popular. I'm hanging with author and environmental activist Danny Seo, who's teaching me how to change these old dishes from drab to fab.
Danny, I have to say that you're such an amazing example of living green and teaching other people how to be kinder to the earth. And,
Oh, that's so nice of you.
and I love that your birthday's on Earth Day. That's so cool.
Yeah, so you can never forget when my birthday is.
I will never forget.
So I will look forward to your many presents.
Absolutely.
I'm just
They'll
kidding.
all be crafty, I swear. So what are we making?
Well, I brought you these beautiful silhouette plates.
Yeah.
They look store-bought. They look very
Yeah.
professional. Actually, you can make them yourself. You don't need a kiln, so no fancy tools or special degrees.
Yeah.
You can actually bake them with a new glaze yourself right at home.
Cool.
Believe it or not.
Sounds good, all right.
And it's
So-
really easy to do too. That's the key thing.
We love easy.
Your first step is
Yep.
to get some ugly plates. We
Yes.
have some right here.
Yeah.
Go in the attic, go in your basement, go to a thrift shop and
Yeah.
find some. And you want to clean them really well. So
Okay.
if you want to grab a cotton ball.
Oh, right, just like we did with the tiles.
Yeah. And we're gonna wipe it all off. Okay, so now that it's dry, you have to find a silhouette.
Okay.
So go online, go on the computer, and print out any kind of shapes that you're interested in. Here are some shoes. Do you wanna try these?
Love a shoe.
Okay. So we have our images, and this is sticker paper. So you just want to cut them out, and you can get 8.5 by 11 full sheet sticker paper at any office supply stores. It's very inexpensive, and you have big sheets like this to do big silhouettes or multiples of smaller silhouettes.
Oh, cool.
You don't have to be perfect either. You just want to make sure the shape is recognizable.
Right, okay.
Do you go to a lot of thrift stores?
Yeah, always have. Since I was a kid, my mom always took us to the thrift store.
People are afraid to go to the thrift stores, but there's so many great
why.
treasures there.
I know. They don't know what they're missing.
And when you're doing this plate project and you mess up on a plate, for example, and use a thrift store plate, who cares?
Yeah, you're not heartbroken.
You didn't
over
spend
it.
any money on it.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay, so you want to take the adhesive off the back of the sticker
Right.
and then place them anywhere that you want on the plate. And then you really want to press it down. So with your fingers, just make sure it's completely down. Or you can use a credit card, to get it down, or a bone
A
folder.
few of those. Okay.
So that's really good. And the next thing you want to do is get something called a porcelain glaze.
Ah, the same paint we used on the tiles.
Yeah. And then you just want to take a foam brush. You want to sort of coat the plate with the glaze. And then be careful not to put too much around the actual sticker. So, get it on the sticker, but don't coat the whole sticker.
Or it's just really hard to peel off. Is that the deal?
Yeah, I want to make this as easy as possible, so I've made a lot of these plates. So
Right.
that's the simplest way.
Nice.
Yeah, I think we're good. So we're gonna let these dry.
Okay.
And then we're gonna peel off the sticker, and then we just bake them in the oven.
Okay.
Don't toss your old iron to the curb, or in my case, after your roommate borrows it and makes a mess of it. Keep it for your crafty days. You can use it on iron-on transfers, embroidery, and tons of other fabric crafts. And no need to worry about ruining your shiny new iron.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She's crafty.
Eco-stylist Danny Seo has stuck around to show me what to do to spruce up these ugly plates. We put on silhouette stickers and painted them with a porcelain glaze.
So how's my handiwork looking there?
The color looks amazing. Yep, and they're all dry now. They look like they're finished, but
Okay.
they're not, because obviously we have one more thing to do. Or actually a few
Right.
more things to do.
Okay.
We have to peel off the sticker. Take your scissors. It's kind of difficult because it's not all going to come up sometimes at the same time.
Right.
So just get off as much as you can.
Yeah, it's a little bit sticky.
You don't just want to rip it off because you actually might lift up some of the glaze and ruin the
So
silhouette.
don't rip like Band-Aid.
No, definitely not like a Band-Aid.
Hey, this is so cool, I can officially say that I know one of People Magazine's 50 most beautiful people.
Well, thank you. And I'm sure in a year or two, I can say the same thing to you.
Oh, come on, stop
So-
it, get out of here.
So, got my butterfly coming through. And how's your shoe?
Look at my shoe.
Your shoe's off. That was quick.
Shoes off.
That's good. Okay, it looks done. It's not done because if you were to wash this in the sink, it would all wash off.
Oh, okay.
So
Don't want to do that.
you actually want to put this in the oven and bake it according
Oh.
to the instructions on the package. It's about 20 to 30 minutes.
Yeah.
It sets the glaze permanently. Let it cool in the oven. So after 30 minutes, press off.
Good to know.
Walk away, let it sit in there, and then once it's cool in the oven, take it out, and you're good to go.
That is fantastic. All right.
Now, a few tips.
Okay.
You definitely want to hand wash them. Don't use them in the dishwasher.
Good to know.
Don't put any hot foods on here. I mean, it is permanent, but not super, super permanent.
Okay.
But you can serve things like a cheese platter, fruit, at Halloween, stack it with candy,
cute.
caramel apples. Even eat a salad off of it if you want to.
Nice.
So,
You want to stay for dinner?
I do. What's cooking?
Well, I was just going to say, you would probably have to cook because I'm no good in the kitchen.
Well, like I said, you can eat salad off of these, so we're having salad.
Okay, salad
Okay.
it is. Where did you find this plate? I love the shape of it.
This one I got from a thrift store, actually. I think I bought a whole set of these plates. You can see the pattern a little bit underneath.
Yeah.
And got a whole bunch of them. Actually, they're
neat.
all from the same.
Oh, okay.
I got like a whole stack for like less than 20, so it was a bargain, but like a lot, like 50 of these plates.
Wow.
So.